What if Ymir stayed behind? How does the story of Attack on Titan change? Before I start, I want to say that I've received a lot of suggestions for videos, and I'm trying to cover all of them while making the videos I've always wanted to make. Part 2 to my Marcel video is in the works, but I also promised to make this video, so here it is. Now let's begin. When Ymir saved the warriors, Bertholdt was about to be eaten, and Titans were pinning down Reiner. It appears that Bertholdt didn't have the energy to transform, as in chapter 51, we don't even see Titan marks on him, indicating he never transformed to help Reiner. This time Bertholdt will get eaten, and Reiner will limp to Ymir. He'll abandon whatever Titan ate Bertholdt to push towards the wall. Even though some of the Titans stop to eat Bertholdt, Reiner barely makes it to the wall, and he's greeted by Zeke. Zeke will take him back to Marley, and for his failures, Porkel will take the armored Titan. Zeke will learn about Eren and Ymir, but he won't be able to act on it, as the loss of the Jaw, Colossal, and Female Titan will cause the Mid-East Alliance to declare war on Marley. Back in the walls, Ymir will reveal everything to Levi's squad. The Survey Corps will learn about Marley and the world's hatred for Eldians. Erwin will be happy that his father was right, but Eren would struggle with the reveal. His spirit was already broken by Hannes' death. Eren's self-worth comes from being special and being gifted the strength to save humanity. The reveal that the whole world wants to crush Eldia, and there's nothing he can do to stop it, would break him. In the original, Eren's conversation with Historia and later Shadis taught him that he's special for just being born. This Eren will be completely demoralized and will depend on Erwin and Armin, creating a strategy to save them. Coney will ask Ymir why she was mocking him in the tower. She'd tell him it was to protect him from the truth, and if he kept talking, Reiner might have silenced him. Hanji will run experiments on Eren and Ymir. Eren will recall fragments of Grisha's memories, thanks to Ymir's story, but he'll require something more personal to Grisha to recall all of it. During training though, Eren's Titan form will write the words Grisha and Faye instead of Father Made Me. All of this will cause Armin to deduce that Grisha also came from Marley, and the Survey Corps would want to find the basement, not for the truth, but to find something that gives them the advantage against Marley. Rod Rice and Kenny will begin hunting down the Survey Corps to capture Eren, Historia, and Ymir. Things will progress the same until Levi threatens Historia to become the queen. Ymir will intervene to release Historia and plead her case to Levi. Historia will also push back against Levi. With Ymir surviving, Historia isn't unsure of herself, but instead is determined to live for herself. Levi will be irritated by their answer, and he'll ask them if Marley invaded to crush the island, would everyone's death be worth them living for themselves? Levi will demand they give an answer now, because there's no time. Ymir isn't a bad person though. Even as she puts on a front of selfishness, she puts herself in harm's way for everyone else. But she was asked to be a queen for everyone else once, and they still sacrificed her. She'd never support Historia being put in a similar situation. Erwin's plan was for the monarch to be a figurehead, while the Survey Corps and military were actually in control. This means Historia could be sacrificed at any time, the same way she was. But while Ymir and Levi are arguing, Historia will accept being queen. Historia is also a nice person, and she knows that the best way to save her friends is to inherit the crown. Even though Historia agrees, Ymir will place some demands. Ymir will demand she gets placed near Historia, either as a bodyguard or an advisor. This is so if the military decides to sacrifice Historia, Ymir can quickly save her. Levi will reluctantly agree, and a coup against the government will begin. Erwin will tell Pixies the truth of the world, which will convince him to support him, and Zachary always hated the nobility, so he'll join as well. Erwin will leak the truth to the general public, and since Ymir told everyone how she gained Titan powers, Levi won't use Eren and Historia as bait for Rod, so they don't get captured. The coup will succeed and Historia will be queen, with the Ymir as her advisor. The military will begin hunting Rod, Rice, Kenny, and anyone sympathetic to the previous government. Kenny hates Rod, and now that he's a worthless ally, he'll kill him. Kenny and his squad will go into hiding, waiting for their chance. Since Historia didn't kill Rod, she doesn't have that much support, so Erwin will quickly launch the expedition to Walmeria before they turn against her. Erwin is expecting a battle, but instead gets greeted by the volunteers. Since Zeke knows about Ymir, he knows Eren has learned about Marley, so he'll reach out to him much sooner. Yelena will ask to speak with Erwin, and she will present Zeke's plan. Erwin won't accept it immediately, instead wanting to present the offer to the council. Until then, he'll keep the volunteers under watch. Eren will find the notebook and completely unlock Grisha's memories, but it will only confirm what he's already known. The Survey Corps returns in triumph, despite there being no battle, and Eren kisses Historia's hand. This is where I'm gonna stop for now. Part 2 will pick up from here, and I'll see you next time.